Hello guys, today I wanted to talk about character development. In RPG it is expected that your character will evolve over time, and this makes sense as we get better at what we do as we do it. So different games treat character advancement in different manner. Classic D&D and D&D type games do the level up. So where some of your numbers get bigger and you unlock some new things you can do. You've killed enough orcs and ding, now you can kill orcs even more efficiently or move on to the next type of monster. Other game use different ways. Skill-based game are usually like more gradual in their progression, oftentimes somewhat based on usage. But this is character advancement, and although it is part of character development, it shouldn't be all the character development we see. One thing that is sometimes handled by game system that is part of character development but not leveling up are permanent wounds. Not every game has a system for that, but some do. And if they don't, it's up to the GM to add it if he wants that in his game. But that can be super cool in a game. When you are a grizzled veteran with a peg leg and an eye patch and a hook hand, basically like a stereotypical pirate. But if those things come with malus, it can offset the power curve from leveling up, which is a good thing because a power creep can be a problem in RPGs. So maybe it is something to consider. If you do that, make it mean something. Don't just wave out like any consequence from injuries. There's another form of injury that can be less obvious, but that has interesting roleplay implication, and that is emotional injuries. And oh boy, do I know about those. I got my heart broken one too many times. Like, why do you think I'm so unpleasant? Anyway, what if a character lost a bunch of friends or associate in the form of a other party member? Would he have trouble getting close to new party members? Would he forget his old brother in arms? Would any new party member be seen as pale in comparison? Those are just a few ideas for roleplay. You could take it in any direction you want. But considering all the events a character went through affect him is an important part of roleplaying a character. Some games have mechanics for phobia or other psychological affliction that you can gain and lose. Some even go as far as taking some or all the control of a character from the player. But if your game doesn't have that, this is something you can just roleplay out. Another way character evolve is in their knowledge. And this one can happen in a very short period of time. Even in one shot, you can see the difference. If a character learns something about the world or about a monster, he is now better equipped to operate in this world or to face those monsters. Those insights won't necessarily have mechanical implication, but they can certainly differentiate a rookie from a veteran. Unless the player is metagaming. Yeah, if you know as a player that trolls require fire to be defeated and you bring that knowledge to your character, this last one doesn't have the chance to learn it. Of course, the troll being hurt by fire thing is a bit overdone. Maybe your GM can come with some more unique ideas. What else can come into character development? Wealth and gear. And that goes without saying. I won't say too much about it. Just remember that this can go both ways. In one shot, losing an important piece of gear or running out of a resource, like losing your gun or running out of ammo, can be a way to increase difficulty without having to go with a bigger swarm of enemies or tougher enemies. Then there's a reputation and fame, and this can be a resource in itself. As a GM, you should take that into consideration. In Pendragon, that is literally the aim of the game, like gaining more glory. But this can take many forms. You can even gain like titles, or you even get to become a ruler of a county or a kingdom, which I guess would also count as a part of wealth. The last thing I'll mention are personal beliefs. What if the events your character goes through make him gain faith in God or lose his faith in God? Or just a general belief in the supernatural, going from having a very materialistic mindset to accepting that supernatural being exists. Or maybe it goes from being hopeful and optimistic to being jaded and hopeless. The goal of the character can also change. Maybe he was adventuring for a big score and to get rich, but as he went, he realized that a bigger threat was coming and that being rich didn't mean that much if the world was destroyed. What I'm trying to say here is that character development is a crucial part to role playing games. Character advancement is not, just the living part. You could do without it, but your character has to change in some meaningful ways. Otherwise, what are you even doing? Just think about a book, a TV show, or a movie. If there was like a no character arc, if the protagonist is the same at the end as he was at the start, that feels like a waste of time. Some movies can pull it off, but it has to be done with purpose, like kind of a to make a specific point. But usually, we want to see the character evolve. Don't am it up, but certainly something to consider. That's about all I wanted to talk about today. Tell me in the insult section down below, how do you like to showcase your character development? And thank you for watching. Have a good day and take care.